Hey guys, welcome back. Appreciate it. This is a new day, Friday, the 13th of February, and yeah, we're having a quick review of where the markets are at. And I'm going to try and keep this one short and sweet. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. I really appreciate that if you don't mind. Um, you can see behind me, everything is green. Yesterday, everything was red, so we have a nice green day, so to speak. A few key points. You can't really see about NVDA. I can pull up on the big screen here in a second, but NVDA is doing a little bit better. Let me just go ahead and pull it up. It's going to be FinViz. FinViz's heat map. It's a pretty good one. S&P 500. That'll do. Yeah. So here's S&P 500 heat map real quick. I can make myself a little bit smaller to the side there for now. And so yeah, definitely green across the board. It's not confirmed green or bullish. I would say it's very weak. This could all shake sideways pretty quickly. I mean, Nvidia is still down. Your Mag 7 are taking a bit of a hit because of who knows why. I mean, they're spending all that capex, and Apple isn't, but they got a nasty report come out too. But a lot of money rotating from those guys into like under, I guess, valued stuff that's been beaten up quite a bit. Your big green ones, Palantir, Oracle, looking interesting crowd, CRWD, and then Cisco, I think that's Cisco, right? And then feel down here as well. You've got United Healthcare back up, and utilities are doing well. Very green across utilities there, which makes sense, of course. That's where money will go to for a bit of industrials as well for security, safety. Caterpillar's had an incredible past year, I think. It's been one of the best defensive plays for anyone looking to hedge and be careful. Can I change this and go? I want to see this by um, who's up the most. That's fine. It's not going to let me change it. Who cares? So yeah, let's X out of that and look at the charts real quick because here we have the Mag 7, as we said, NVIDIA, Apple, Google down, Meta, Amazon barely green, Microsoft barely green, Tesla is just floating around doing Tesla things. Overall indexes, they're green. The VIX has dropped a little bit, but it's still 19. We might go into the weekend here at a higher VIX. So Monday, of course, is closed. It's U.S. stock market holiday, President's Day, and I would expect Tuesday potentially to be a bit of a red awakening, red opening, because it doesn't look like the market's strong here. We're not getting a strong, huge bounce in the recovery. A lot of these stocks needed to go in a lot higher of a recovery strength. Like Amazon, for example, if I remember correctly, you needed Amazon to be a lot higher to really confirm, like, it's a bear market time to go. 240, was it 220? I think was the range I saw people saying online. That 220 is about there, so that would put you back over the 200-day moving average on the daily. Then on the weekly chart, we haven't hit that yet, but that would put us again, yeah, right there on that purple daily line. So we haven't really bounced back to, risk on bull market. Let's get after it. Things still look pretty shaky. I'm holding cash. I know a lot of folks are holding cash. I've heard a lot of different people online say that you need to be moving a lot of your money to make sure you have cash ready to buy the dip. There's a significant chance we do see somewhat of a pullback this year, and odds are that it's probably going to be in the next 2 or 3 months. We might see a 10 to 20% dip across the whole market. This was pretty good. I thought I want to share that again to see where we are here. So just know the market up and down like crazy, but you always want to buy in and hold, dollar cost average. And when things go absolutely crazy, then you can buy in even more and you can take advantage of the market when it's, panicking and freaking out. Ronnie's really good, of course, and we like that. He's got a few good posts up about overall market not being in a bull market, not recovering, and we're waiting to see that confirmation. Um, Breaking January CPI falls below 2.4%. I mean, it's barely under, right? But it's a good sign. It means we should see some more rate cuts coming this year, and I think that will happen. You can't fool me, algos. See, yeah, like this is a classic dead cat bounce. I am not touching this one. So yeah, you just gotta be wise. You gotta know what you're buying. I personally am moving to cash. I've trimmed some higher risk stuff, higher beta stuff that wasn't really performing well. So I have money, cash ready to buy better companies that fall to my price targets, like Robinhood. I did nibble a little bit here because I love the overall company. I think it's gonna be a lot higher in a year, but if it has another leg down to 65, possibly lower, I've seen some people say it could possibly go to like this cap fill range here of 35, right there. I don't see that happening. That's incredibly low for Robinhood. I mean, if it did, it would happen in the overnight markets in the last 2 seconds. Again, there as well, 14, that's just insanity right there. Would never happen. But again, if it did, we wouldn't even be able to be awake to get it. My gut says Hood might go as low as 66, 65. You may see it go down a little bit further like to here, but I couldn't see it staying there much that longer. So definitely buying them. I like IREN, Cypher, Ons for energy, Zeta 2, and Palantir, of course, is one I would definitely buy if it dipped down further. But for now, it's just sort of like, these companies are hanging out and they're setting like lower lows and lower highs, so they're chopping down. Like Palantir is definitely past 5 days down. Like there's a little bit of a this is what you got to watch. You got to be careful. So here's a little green rally, and then we get down, and then we get another green rally there with a slight one there, and then a little one there, and then down again, and then you get this little one here, and then goes down into Wednesday, and this is Thursday right here into Friday recovery, and then it goes up, of course, and then over the weekend we fall down. So I see the pattern there. And then again, Thursday into Friday, we go up and then we go down on the Monday. And then what's this one? It's a Wednesday into Thursday, we find strength. Then on Friday, we go up. And then in the weekend, then Monday comes down. So there's a pattern there. Like, you don't have to be a genius to see it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can somewhat see strength developing. And then when Monday hits, we get a sell off. So what do you have here? You have literally the same thing. You have here's Thursday into Friday up, and then what happens the weekend? Probably this. It's like the 118. So I mean, of course, I'm just playing with the charts, but like look at it. It's right in front of your face. The market can sometimes be predictable, but highly irrational. But I see a pattern of drops here. But Palantir, I'll definitely buy that one if it drops further. SOFI, likewise, I love SOFI. I have a lot of it, and I can't believe it's in this reach. I'll probably buy more today because I believe that strongly in SoFi success this year and even and for 2027 as well. But likewise, see the same thing Thursday, Friday. There's Thursday up and then Friday up, and then Monday was good. Tuesday it sold off. Wednesday, Thursday, so little bit different, but again chopping down. So then Rocket Lab RKLB, where are we at with RKLB? $67. And is it strong? Is it strength there? I don't think so. Let's go back to the 1 year chart. Look at that. My brother made this custom made indicator. It's fantastic. But you can see there's absolutely no strength. This is screaming to me that Rocket Lab will go lower. It will go down into this lower RSI region of -50, possibly further. So, buyer beware. That's where it's probably going to go. If I go to the weekly chart, we have it a little bit different, but you can see here it's only just begun this fall into a bearish sell-off pattern with relatively low volume. So again, I wouldn't really be rushed into Rocket Lab here until this comes down quite a bit to this range, which would put it it'll probably hit that moving average, possibly this one, somewhere around 45, $50 if we see a nice big sell-off. A nice big broad market sell-off. And honestly, people are panicking like market's crashing, market's going to sell off, and we're going to lose everything. If you're day trading and you're day trading these high beta stuff and you're leveraged up to your teeth, like you're asking for trouble, you should not be doing that. You need to be long. You need to be relatively diverse across different indexes and stocks. unless you're Drunken Miller who can just go all in on one stock and make millions. Fair play to you. But yeah, you want to have a few things in your portfolio. I like NBIS. It's quite volatile. It doesn't really follow predictable patterns, so it's not one you can really, chart out, so to speak. Except that it's volatile, it's up and down, really good at chances to sell covered calls and sell cash secured puts. Here, though, it's kind of like range bound, I suppose, between that moving average here, just chopping along. It's probably going to be going much higher, I would say. I like NBIS at this price point, 140, but it needs to reclaim that 1010 and above. So we'll see what happens there if it can get any higher. These are all the stocks I love, and again, a lot of these ones are the ones you see on the X on FinTwit from retail. Energy, of course, is very important, and then we're always trying to see like where is the next big sector rotating to. Bitcoin, don't trust that either. That's just fall, 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 dead bounce, fall, up again. Are we finally done? And then no, we're done. Would not trust this if you could literally pay me. There's too much danger there for Bitcoin because this can always happen too. You can always get like, okay, like we bottomed and we're reversing, and then nope, we're not. We're going down. So that's where Bitcoin sits. So again, do what you want in the market, buy what you want, hold what you want, sell what you want. I would encourage you to do your homework, of course, know what you hold, and don't get shaken out unless you're playing short calls and you're over leveraged, but you want to make sure you're buying the right stuff and holding it for at least a year or two, if not more. And never buy something if you're uncomfortable with where it's going to fall to. Fear and Greed Index is currently at a solid 42, 41, 41. I think it's a little bit lower than that. It's not usually totally correct. Then we did have some data come in today. It was the CPI core. We talked about that already. I got up to already today, but yeah, I mean it's a decent report, gives some strength to the market, but hopefully we see a federal interest rate cut coming up. Um, and then finally, let's go back to our homepage. Any trending breaking news, trend news. Micron is priced to protection. I wouldn't touch Micron either. Too expensive and could easily get rugged. So not something I want to put my money into. I'd rather hedge it potentially in like, TLT or something like that for safety. But yeah, no breaking news. We're just kind of ticking along here on Friday. It's going to be a weekend for a holiday, so you might see a sell-off here the last hour of the market as money flies to safety for the weekend. So hope it helps, guys. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.